Hey guys, welcome to the antepenultimate episode of the Silic Lee Show.
Oh, here we go.
What?
Antepenultimate? Who are you, Frasier Crane from that reality show Frasier?
Josh Frazier, he's not a real person.
Oh, and I suppose his brother Niles isn't real either, Dave.
No, Josh, they're characters on a sitcom that finished quite a while ago.
Oh, look at you, Mr. Private Investigator. Who are you, Simon Baker?
You really do not get the concept of television, do you, Josh?
Seriously, Dave. Antepenultimate?
It means third last, antepenultimate, third last.
Then why don't you just say that?
Well, I'm just trying to bring a little class to the show.
Oh, you sound like a pompous douchebag, man.
Look, Josh, I had some funny gags for this opener for our third last episode, but you've just wasted all our time here.
Well, sorry, Mr. President Martin Sheen.
Josh, we've been on TV for 10 weeks. You just don't get it yet, do you? Anyway, look, you've wasted all our time, so we've got to cut straight into it. Here's what's up tonight. Myself and Josh head to Fed Square in search of ideas for our last few shows and find out who's the better man. Then we chat to comedian Tommy Little.
Silic Lee, they are very silly. Silic Lee Show, they are crazy, yo. Silic Lee, coming at you from your TV. Silic Lee Show, live in the studio.
All right, thanks guys.
Thanks, guys. Now, as Dave said at the top of the show, this is our 10th episode, which means we've been on TV for 9 weeks too long.
It's not funny, but it's true. It's true.
Dave, man, truth is humour. That is the old saying.
I don't think that's a saying, Josh.
Well, it is now.
All right, don't think it is. I really don't think it
Dave,
is.
as I was saying to these fine people, this is our 10th episode, which means so far we have been on air for a total of 225 minutes. Now, before we move on, let me just put up a graph here which shows the total speaking time of each host on the show. Doesn't look too fair, man. Dave, 222 minutes, and Josh, 5 minutes.
Can we just get on with this, please?
Okay. As I was saying, 9 episodes, 225 minutes, and we've showcased 18 videos, including experiments and challenges. But it's come to the point that every established and distinguished writer like us comes to in their career the moment every great writer fears what the old-timers used to call writer's freeze.
I believe that's writer's block.
Doesn't sound right, man. Come on.
You just don't get the concept of anything at all, do you?
Concept?
Okay, look, as Josh has been trying to say, we've reached the point where basically we've run out of ideas.
Yeah, and we could use the 2.5 Men theory and just reincarnate the same idea over and over, but we're not that clever.
Yeah, look, I think we've been running pretty strong for the last 9 weeks, and we really think we do owe it to our fans not to give up and to deliver the best we can. So that being said, don't fret. We're not going to become any shitter than we already are, and we're going to give it all our all to deliver quality for these last 3 episodes, which means, unlike The Simpsons, we aren't going to sacrifice our quality humour for crude jokes and me being hurt every 10 seconds.
Now, Dave, don't insult the 3 people who've laughed at The Simpsons in the last 15 years. Coincidentally, they are part of our fan base.
Yeah, look, we didn't mean to offend any of you guys. Look, we do vow not to go down the same road as Matt Groening did with The Simpsons. I mean, that was our favourite show growing up, wasn't it? I mean, we watched it over and over and over again, and then just all of a sudden it just turned to shit. And it's what, up to its 25th season or something now? It's just 15 years way too long.
Hold it right there, man. This calls for drastic measures.
What I think it is.
Oh, it is.
It's time to bring it out.
The enemies list. Ooh, and on there, you'll see you don't want to get on this list, Dave.
No, you do not want to get on this list.
Post 2000, Matt Groening.
Oh, there we go.
Poor guy.
This is a sad occasion.
It is.
We had to do that.
If we use the Simpsons formula, we'll go the other way. I mean, we'll have 15 bad years on 31, then our last 10 years will be great.
Yeah, let's just hope. Now, we should get back on track. As we said, 9 episodes down, we've been to Fed Square a hell of a lot, and we've so far degraded, demoralised, embarrassed, and frightened the unsuspecting public. So we figured it was about time to give them a little kindness.
Yeah, so we did 2 things. A, we went out and greeted all our fans, and B, we did something Matt Groening never did. We asked our fans how we could improve our show over the last episodes, and to sweeten the deal, we offered them free audience tickets.
As you can see, it worked.
Enough chit-chat, Dave. On to the package. Girls, do you know who we are? Do you recognise us?
Yeah, sure you should.
No.
Should.
You have to.
Silic Lee.
Silic Lee Show, 9:30, Channel 31, Saturday nights.
Yeah, sorry, nothing.
If you could help us out with some ideas, maybe
Should we go to Sweden? Make a show?
Sweden?
Yeah.
Go to Sweden, you reckon?
Should we talk about church on the show?
No.
No? Should we host the show as reverends on the show?
I should.
Should we?
Oh,
Would
we
that
should.
be funny?
That would be
That would be funny. Yo.
I haven't seen you before, mate.
We caught you staring at us. We know that you know who we are. Yeah, do you like us?
It's a beautiful get-up that I haven't seen.
It's a bear. It's a
I like
bear.
these microphones.
They're nice, aren't they?
Very cute.
They're very cool. And we've run out of ideas.
Ideas, you've gone to the streets.
We've gone to the streets.
Well, sure, there's a bit of entertainment down there. I reckon
Yep.
you could jump on the court and hit a few balls around. That'll give
You reckon?
Excellent.
Take care. You too.
Thanks, mate. We got to challenge the public.
Right.
Annoy them. Annoy them if we need to.
Yes. It's a puzzle. You look like a pretty annoying man yourself, sir. So,
What's he gonna do to just really annoy you? Pick his nose.
So we should approach people and pick our nose in front of them? That would be,
that would be pretty good.
Do you know who we are, girls?
That's Silicon Lee. There, you're Silicon Lee. Yes, we are Silicon Lee.
So what annoys you? Guys who talk to you with weird microphones.
Well, of course, you recognise us from Channel 31, Silicon Lee Show.
You don't watch Channel 31?
No.
We do things here in Fed Square, annoy people, talk to people, all that kind of stuff.
We're doing
Yeah. Well, that's all right.
How can we annoy people?
What do you got so far?
I don't know. We've got plenty of stuff. What have we done in the past, Josh, to annoy people?
We've sort of banged things into people and tugged, and this is getting annoying. Hey! We give you the right to
Got
annoy
some
me.
guys in the background. We know. Do you know who we are?
I know who that is.
She does.
You know who that is? Oh no! The camera girl's more famous than us.
The suggestion of sex is always promising.
Suggestion of
The
sex.
suggestion, like innuendo.
We've got some softcore porn in the background. There's tennis, women's tennis match back there, so that works.
The grunts.
The grunts.
The grunge, yeah.
Yeah, can you do one?
Yeah.
You should recognise us. We're from Channel 31, we're big TV personalities. So you can tell us how much you love us now. It's cool.
Hello. Hello, we love
This
you.
guy's got us. He's got
There
it
we
back.
go.
Beautiful.
It's been a long tiring day here. About time we go home.
Tiring, man. One more fan.
One more fan though. Let's see if this one recognises
Hello,
us.
miss. Do you know us?
Oh my god. Oh, Dave.
Oh, hey, jeez.
Oh, back.
Oh my god, you're Josh.
I am.
We found a fan. We found a fan.
You guys are on
Who's this,
Channel
huh?
31. You guys
We're
are
from
on the
Channel
show.
31. Yeah, we're from the show.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we are. We're from the show.
Oh my god, I love your show.
Thank you,
Like,
thank
my
you.
parents just watch Channel 31 because they're European immigrants and they don't actually watch
There you
anything
go.
else.
That's
So
all right, cool.
I'm gonna come over with you
Cool.
guys. What are you doing?
Thanks, that's it. That's it. Thanks, Brooke. We'll see you at the
I'll see you
studio.
guys- yeah,
See you at the studio. Right, see ya. This way, yeah. All right, guys, welcome back to the show. Now it's time to welcome to the stage a man who might actually make you laugh sincerely for a change.
Yeah, but don't laugh too hard or else he might take our jobs, and that's kind of a worry since we're the writers and producers of this show, Dave.
Yeah, I reckon. Let's just hope it doesn't come down to that. This week's guest is a comedic talent on the rise. He's been described as the future of comedy, and you may recognise him from his hosting gig on Channel 31's own Studio A, or from his spots on Network 10's The 7pm Project. We're glad to have him on the show, so please welcome him, Mr. Tommy Little. Here we go.
Tommy!
Boys,
How you going?
thank you
How are
for
you,
finally
mate?
having me on.
Oh, no worries.
I've been demanding since episode 1 when I knew what
Really?
was in the bowl was good.
the
I know it
licorice-
gets changed every episode. I heard episode 1 was lobster stuff with caviar. By the
It
time I get
was.
here, licorice
Yeah.
all
Licorice.
sorts. What is
Licorice,
this?
all sorts. Oh, but you don't like them.
Come on,
Nobody
mate.
likes
Eat one, be polite.
Apparently I'm the only one on the crew who likes these. It looks like I'm going to be taking them home.
Whenever I think of licorice all sorts, I just think of old ladies going, well, they keep you regular. That's not something that makes me want to eat them.
Well,
But anyway, boys, thanks for having me on. How are we?
we're good.
Very well.
We're
Yourself?
Good. You're back now home on Channel 31.
Yes, I'm here. For those who don't know in the audience, which is all two of you, I recently became the first man to get axed from community television, which is essentially them looking at me and going, they basically looked at me and said, well, we can get someone better for nothing. Was basically what happened.
Tommy.
The show I used to host, Studio A, got cancelled after 6 seasons.
Yeah.
It got done.
The show was, of course, produced by our rivals down at RMI TV.
Well, we need to talk about this as well. I'm out here at Deakin, out here in the burbs. I got my Rex Airline ticket and made it out here. Your enemies list.
Yes.
Yep.
What's going on? We need to talk about this.
What is it? What's about the enemies list? What do we got to do?
I don't want to talk you boys down at all. Hamish and Andy, Justin Bieber, and Matt Groening. I just think you're shooting a bit too high.
You reckon?
Yeah. To have someone
Tommy
you can
Little
take
need
out.
on there, or?
I'll tell you what,
Needs to
if
go on
you can put Studio A on here and you've won.
Go ahead.
It's
let's
going
do
on.
it.
No, don't.
Scandal.
I got some that's like a girlfriend that's dumped me and then I'm still being defending her. She's actually a good person though. Why? Hey,
dude.
what's with the Matt Groening hating? You don't like the new Simpsons?
New
we don't.
Simpsons, man. 15 years? Just
And what?
Ever since
it
we
up.
stopped writing, it's just turned to shit.
I think the new Simpsons are so good.
Do you?
Yeah, I think they've always been good. I think it's kind of jokes on jokes. I'm aware now that as I'm saying this to you, it's not a funny thing to say.
Yeah. No, it's pretty bad.
I don't know.
Look, Tommy, apart from your hosting gigs, you do a lot of stand-up. What we want to know is your dream job. In 5 years, where do you see yourself?
Back hosting Studio A.
Oh.
No.
Hosting the Silic Lee Show, maybe.
Lee and Little.
Why did you go with the last names, boys? Was it because were you scared of the Hamish and Andy thing?
That was part of it, actually.
Yeah.
And we tried to distance it. Not that that stopped the. There were lots of rumours. They're ripping Hamish and Andy off, but no. They ripping
All the
us.
tabloids
It's
were
really
going
hard.
crazy.
As soon as there's two guys together, they go.
Yeah.
nuts.
Hamish and Andy.
Yeah. You shouldn't worry about that.
Yeah. But if
You know
you
what?
join,
Call the
it's
show
free.
Hamish and Andy.
You reckon?
Yeah.
We might get more viewers that way.
Yeah, well. Did you hear that? I don't think you can get less at this stage, but that's fine. The fact that you've got, there's 5 people in the audience, one is crew, but that's fine. That's better ratings than Studio A ever got, so that's good.
Yes!
Well, let's say Studio
I'm
A.
joking, it's not.
You are a funny man, obviously. You are funnier than us. You should be probably hosting this show. But look, on your way to becoming a funny man,
Thanks, Dave.
I'd prefer.
And I'm also, I don't mean to talk down this show. I think
Yeah.
you guys are doing a great job. But if something happens and I am hosting this show, it's gone horribly wrong for me.
Imagine getting axed from this show.
Oh, man. I feel like someone's just setting me up. Give him another hosting job. Axe it again.
Look, on your way to being funny, did you ever take classes in comedy or anything, or is it all? Is it something that you learned?
I do comedy because I can't do anything else.
Yeah.
Like, it's not because I want to, it's just because I have no basic life skills. And so if this doesn't succeed, I've seriously got nothing. And so explaining to your mum, hey mum, you know the community network that gives everyone a go? Yeah, they don't want me anymore. Should be a moment for life reassessment, but I went, she'll be fine. It's okay.
Just a few tears, yeah. Look, we've watched a lot of your sets lately, and you do...
Stand up? Are we talking stand
Stand
up?
up,
Yeah.
yeah. You make a lot of references to your family, and in particular,
did.
Yeah.
you take the piss out of your brother a lot.
Yeah.
Is he okay with some of the stories you tell?
To be honest, I don't really care.
Yep.
That sounds rude, but like I would never paint, I love my family and I would never paint them in a malicious light.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of, and nothing is grossly untrue that I say about them. So if I say something about my brother and he has a problem with it, I'll go, well, change your fucking life attitude, mate. You know, have you boys got siblings?
No, he
do.
does. He does.
Yeah.
Right, what have you got, Josh?
Well, my brother's not quite a pothead yet. He's 12, so...
Man, never too early, kids these days. He'd be smoking bongs and sexting. That's all your brother is doing at 12.
My mum's watching this and she's just shaking her head now.
She's also smoking bongs and sexting. So she's getting the text from like, do you really have to send it to me?
Do it. Could you tell us a little bit about your sketch at the comedy festival? I think it's called...
Fistful
You want to do a
Apologies.
Fistful of Apologies.
Fistful of Apologies.
Tell us a little bit about the show. When's it on? What are you up to achieve with it?
And according to the monitor, now hold for Tommy's response.
Yep.
Very
Yep.
good, monitor.
So we'll hold.
So just hold it for Tommy's response. The show is called A Fistful of Apologies. It's a new stand-up show I'm writing at the moment. I take it to the Adelaide Fringe in 2 weeks, and then I'm there for a month, and then here for Melbourne for a month. It's a show basically about stuffing up
Yeah.
in life. So it's also about the only bit of advice my dad ever gave me, which is no matter how wrong you are, you stick to your guns. Which is the worst piece of advice anyone has given, not even just a child, just another human on the history of this planet. Is that the response to that?
That's a good response.
Is that what you guys held for?
Yeah, it was all worth it just to see that.
It's a heartwarming tale by the sounds of it.
That's what you get on Oprah.
Obviously, because we're on Channel 31, we cannot blatantly advertise anything. So
you can't tell them that
we can't
it's
tell you where to go.
Playing at Arthur's Bar. You can't tell them that it's 9:30. You can't tell them it's for the whole comedy festival.
We cannot
You can't
do
tell
that
them
at all.
if you want tickets to go to the comedy festival website, comedyfestival.com.au. You can't tell them any of that. So make sure you
So
don't.
we'll try not to do that.
Yeah, definitely don't tell them. You can follow me on Twitter at Tommy_Little as well.
Yep.
Definitely also don't tell them my mobile number is 04. I'm trying to tell you I'm really lonely is what I'm trying to say.
Tommy, we got to let you go, but before we do,
Unfortunately, it's been good.
you've been a great guest.
You're not going to ask me to tell a joke? Is that what you're going to do?
We're going to ask you, each comedian has a golden joke that they deliver in most stand-up routines. Could you tell us yours? Tell the audience.
It's a really, like, stand-up is one of those weird things where you kind of need the context of a stand-up environment. And I dare say, whatever joke I whipped out right now, the fact that there's only 5 people staring at me, still a bit confused why they're here. It's more slightly a hostage situation than really a studio audience. Someone just went, my water before, I said, can I get some water in the cup? I had to run to the toilet and get water. They're like, we don't know if we can do this. I'm like, I'm taking this into my own hands. I dare say it won't go that well, but I will say there's plenty in the show if you want to come see it, or you can look stuff up on YouTube and stuff like that. Sorry, is that a really boring answer?
No, that's fine.
fantastic.
I've actually just noticed something. You got a tattoo on that finger.
I do. I have a
It's a
moustache.
mustache.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
That's to make up for me never hitting puberty, basically.
Anyway, unfortunately, we do have to cut out to our
See
break.
what I did there?
Very clever.
Said I wasn't going to tell a joke.
Yeah, and then you
told
told
a
a
joke.
joke.
Yeah.
You've told many
Come
jokes.
on. Hey, in this show, you have to start the audience clap yourself. That's how it happens. Otherwise, it's just not going to
We've
happen.
learned that the hard way, unfortunately.
Hey, boys, on a very serious note, thank you so much for having me. This
No worries.
is
Thanks so much
this
for
is
coming
great.
in.
What's going on? And sorry you couldn't get the guest you really wanted.
No, you're
No,
fantastic, Tommy. Thank
we're
you.
very-
Explain to people at home how this works. They shoot for Clooney, and then there's about 4 million people in between that. And then they go, hey, what about that guy that recently got fired from Channel 4? Can we get him? And they went, look, well, I don't even have to ask him. He's got nothing on. Yes. So, but boys, thank you for having me.
No worries.
Thanks
Thank you
so
for
much.
coming on the show. It's been
Cheers.
great.
In 2 episodes, we'll join you.
Thank you. And we'll be back after the break with our slap bet challenge.
Welcome back to the show.
Now, Josh, on camera, you and I appear to be pretty good mates, right? And we can at times be, but I think we owe it to our fans to come out about our backstage rivalry.
Yeah, look, there's been a bit of trouble backstage of late. A few arguments have erupted, a few discussions about who's more popular. But after last week's brawl, things got a little more personal.
Yeah, that's right. We struck a topic that neither of us could resolve ourselves. The argument was over who has the most sex appeal.
Yeah, and since none of the girls working on our crew find us attractive in the slightest, in fact, they find Dave pretty repulsive.
And you?
Dave repulsive, we decided to take it to the women of Fed Square.
Okay, and look, we were inspired in part by those terrible television show dating games, and aided by our good friend and pimp, Booty Brooke, we set out to find out who is the better man by getting the women to choose who they'd rather date. The one with the most dates by the end of the challenge would be declared the alpha male.
I preferred the alternative better man.
Josh, I told you, we don't have the right insurance to go to the Melbourne Zoo to let us fight a bear. So we settled for this.
Take a look.
2 bachelors on the prowl. We need you to choose which one that you'd take out on a date.
Pity Bragful.
Yes, no.
Pity Bragful.
Oh, I'm going to lose here. Collingwood.
Oh, no, my daughter's Collingwood,
Yes.
so.
Okay, so was that John?
Yes!
Wait, so you want to date both of them at the same
I know.
time? No, they're both so beautiful.
Oh, we are.
But if you had to choose.
I'll choose the guy that looks like a T-bird.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you.
And these two.
Yeah.
I need to choose who's the better man.
Yeah.
You do.
Oh,
I think you're both very good looking.
Well, it's
However, I'm choosing you just because I'd go for more the dark features.
Excellent. There we go.
You're very pretty, you know that?
Thank you, that's very kind. Would you go out with a lady who had twin babies?
Twin babies. Why not? Double fun, right?
Yes. Because it doesn't matter about the people she has with her. It matters about her.
Oh, you're a sap. You're a sap.
Actually, I might go with you.
Oh, excellent.
Okay, what's your best chat-up line?
Best sharp line. Oh, gee.
Have you seen the Titanic? I'm bigger and better than the Titanic. Only 200 women went down on the Titanic, so hey.
Right, okay. I'm gonna go with this one because you answered the question.
Probably the same because
You were our age.
do a duo thing.
Hang on here.
And I will always love you.
No, I don't think that's what she was talking about.
See, I was singing. I should win.
Yes, you
Wasn't that great?
Yes, you heard it.
What would the first date be?
First date, dinner and a film, all paid for by me, of course.
Oh, I like the idea of something different, you know? So come to Federation Square and film maybe. No, I think a roller skating, maybe dinner by candlelight at home, home-cooked meal. And then after that...
Can you cook? Have you ever cooked a day in your life?
I can cook, Dave.
What can you cook? What's your specialty?
Dave, my maid can cook too.
Specialty.
So, my specialty is noodles.
I go for the roller skating and noodles.
Oh, roller skating and noodles.
Thank you.
What's your pickup line?
Hey, that's a nice outfit. Look better scrambled on my bedroom floor though.
Okay, well, someone else asked us this before. I'm going to go with the same answer. I'm going to say I don't use pickup lines. I like to go with a nice start with a nice conversation
Hey,
first.
what pickup line works best on you, huh?
I like what he said.
Hey, still in the game.
What's your favourite food?
Spaghetti.
Wonderful.
I was going to say spaghetti, but I'll go with the next best, good Parma.
Wonderful. I'm going to go with spaghetti. I think it's you.
Oh, yes! I could have won.
What's your interests?
Interests? Walking the beach, playing football, that's soccer and AFL. Just being with friends, really. Being with family. It's my life.
Asking the same then, what's your interest?
My interests, well, I also enjoy spending time with family and friends. I like doing what I love doing, which is making films and writing and all that stuff. And yeah, that kind of stuff. Living life.
Dave.
Yay! It's another point for Dave.
I
Still
don't
in
like
the game.
football.
Ladies, what's that? You want me to take my top off?
No, we don't want you to be taking any tops off. The shirts will be staying on today.
Come on, man. Michelangelo never painted anything this beautiful.
Yeah, but Picasso painted abstracts as horrifying as that.
You're just jealous of my shapely physique. And these perky bunnies
No,
are going to help me win the
won't.
challenge series. You
I'm
want to
I'm not touching your perky bunnies. I'm not jealous of you at all. And mind you, there's 2 challenges left, and if I can, and I can, win them both, I'm going to wind up on the top.
All right, Dave. I have a pretty big feeling that I'm going to win. I paid an old woman $65 the other day to tell my fortune.
And she told you that you're going to win the challenge series?
No, that was a completely unrelated topic.
Okay, look, on that note, it's time for us to wrap up the show. We'll be back next week for our penultimate episode.
Dave, you're doing it again.
Sorry, we'll be back next week for our second last episode. But now we have LaFox to take us out for tonight. So we'll catch you next week and we'll see you on the Dibbity Dobs. Thank you. Catch you later.
Crystal lights, you sabotage. Crystal lights, you sabotage. Hearts keep beat late that night. You only say you think you got your shit down. Stop, stop, stop. You only fuck about your face, your face, your face, your face. If you win, I've lost, I've lost, I've
What?